Hi friends, I am Dr. Pratap Singh Rathod. I have done MD in Pharmacy Medicine, and today we'll continue with sexual offense. In that, we'll discuss about punishment of rape. The punishment of rape is defined under 376 IPC. 375 is the definition of rape. 376 is the punishment of rape. So under 376, there is subsection 1 and 2, and also there is subsection A to E. So coming to subsection 1, so it defines as whoever except in case provided in subsection 2. So subsection 2 provides a group of people where which includes as who has committed the rape. So except for them, whoever commits shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which shall not be less than 7 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life and shall also be liable for fine. So in these cases, the punishment is not less than 7 years, but it may extend to life imprisonment and also liable to fine. In subsection 2, it defines certain group of individuals who may have committed the rape, like being a police officer commits the rape, being a public servant takes advantage of his position, commits a rape on his subordinates, public servants like government employees, being a member of armed forces commits a rape on any person, being on the management or a staff of a jail or remand home or a place of custody, take advantage of his official position, commits rape on his inmates. Any person like a jailer or a remand home person, head of a remand home, or person who is under who is in charge of a custody, takes his advantages and commits a rape on his inmates. How comes under subsection 2. Then being on the management or a staff of a hospital takes advantages of his position, commits a rape on a woman in that hospital, or being a relative, guardian, or a teacher. So any person who is a guardian of a small children's or a teacher who commits a rape on their students, or commits a rape on a woman who is knowing her to be pregnant, commits a rape of a woman who is under 18 years of age, or assaults any woman who or children or a girl who is incapable of giving consent, maybe because of intoxication or unable to give consent, being a position of socioeconomic dominance. Any person who is superior in socioeconomically who is superior commits an open low socioeconomic group of people, or commits sexual assault on a mental or physically disabled child, causes grievous hurt. So we have, as we discussed, while causing rape, he may cause grievous hurt like may injure a face, disfigure a face, cause fracture, dislocation, or anything which comes under grievous hurt, or commits persistent sexual assault. All this group of people, they may be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 10 years, but which may extend to life imprisonment or liable to fine. So that is subsection 1 and 2. Again, 376 also has subsection A to E. So in groups subsection A, so it first it defines under any person who has under 376 A or 1 and 2. So whoever has already been punished under 376 1 and 2, and in during that course inflicts any injury or causes death of a person, then he shall be punished with not less than 20 years or may be expended to imprisonment for life. So under 376 1 and 2, the person punishment is not 7 to 10 years. So if he has during that 10 years of imprisonment, he has committed any injury or caused death of person, then it may be extended to 20 years or life imprisonment. Then under 376B, where the person may commit a rape or intercourse by a man with under separation. So if the husband and wife are under separation, then even then after separation he commits sexual intercourse, then it becomes his punishment up to 2 years, which may extend up to 7 years. Under 376C, intercourse by a public servant with a woman in his custody, intercourse by a superintendent of a jail, remand home, or intercourse by any member of management or staff of hospital with a woman in that hospital. 5 years. In this case, the punishment is up to 5 years, which may extend to 10 years plus fine. So again, this is 376C. 376D, where a woman is raped by one or more person, constitutes a group and acts in furtherance of common intention. Each of those persons shall be deemed to have committed the offence and shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which not be less than 20 years, but which may extend to life. So this mainly includes gang rape or group rape, where more than one or two people have committed the crime with a single intention of on a single woman, and punishment will be rigorous imprisonment, which not less than 20 years. So 20 years, which may 20 years to life imprisonment without fine. Lastly, 376E IPC. Whoever has been previously convicted of offence punishment of 376 or 376A to 376D. So in this includes any person who has already been punished under 376 or 376A to D, and during that convicted offence punishable under any of the said sections shall be punished with imprisonment for life. So during that punishment, if he has again commits any crime with with related to 378 to 1 A to D or 1 and 2, then his punishment will be extended to imprisonment for life, which with remainder of anything any remainder of his lifetime will be in prison only of natural life. So any person will be imprisonment for life or shall remain imprisoned for the remainder of that person's life with or with death. That is the punishment for 376E. Okay, so summarize 3761 defines any person other than the subsection 2 person commits rape, he is punishable up to 7 years. In subsection 2, it includes any person who is under the custody or under the hospital management, jailer, remand home, all those public servant, police officers include those. Then 376A to E includes 376X. A is who are already committed from 8 1 to 2, subsection 1 and 2, and commits any crime, then it will be extended to 10 years. Then B is intercourse by a man with his wife. C is intercourse by a man or sexual assault by any person who is a jailer or management of staff. That is C. D is mainly includes like a group or a gang rape, which is again punishment for 20 years. Then E includes who are already committed from A to D, and again commits any which may commits any sexual assault under previous subsection. Then he is imprisonment for life or remainder of life he will be in jail. That is 376 IPC for mainly for punishment of for rape. Now, a short description of consent, what which includes as a consent. So we had discussed in previously that the 375 IPC consent is essential. So a woman of 18 years of age and above can give valid consent for sexual assault. So any woman who is more than 18 years is capable of sexual intercourse, then only it is considered valid. Consent should be free and voluntary and given while she is of sound mind and not intoxicated. Consent should be obtained prior to act, then only considered valid. The consent becomes invalid when it is obtained by fraud or by impersonation of a husband or by implicit interpretation of facts. So if it is obtained by falsifying, by fraud or impersonation of of that husband, then it is invalid. Obtained by putting her or any other person whom she is close in fear of death or hurt, in that case also it is invalid. Obtained from a woman who is of unsound mind, insensible, asleep, unconscious, or in state of drunkenness, or a woman who is less than 18 years of age, in these all conditions the consent is invalid. So presumption and proof of consent depends on how it has to be proved in the court of law that consent, whether consent was there or not. This consent or its absence can be presumed from the attendant circumstances of each case. Each case has to be studied in thoroughly to understand whether the woman were consented or was not consented. The foremost circumstances of the evidence of resistance offered by the woman, like tearing of clothes, infliction of personal injuries on the body or any on the genitalia from a woman unwilling to yield to sexual intercourse forced upon her. So there may be some tearing of clothes or some injuries may be caused by her to on the assailant. It is necessary to prove that woman offered resistance and all means had been tried to prevent sexual intercourse, like shouting, crying, beating, and biting. The woman may yield from fear or exhaustion, in which case it is regarded, even then it is regarded as a rape. Woman may faint due to fear and suddenness of the situation, or may even be drugged or maybe get unconscious from any cause. And even the children may not be able to resist. In that case, also it is considered as rape only. The resistance offered depends upon the type of woman, her age, development, and other social status. So, all this has to be considered to know whether she has considered not or offered resistance. So, according to law, what constitutes rape? So, any male private parts inserted in female, there is no rule of extent of depth. Need not be completed act of intercourse. Even just a touching is considered as rape. Slightest penetration of penis within the vulva with or without emission of semen or rupture of semen is considered as rape. It is committed even when the invited produce penal action. That is, even the important person is considered if can be committed as rape. There is no age limit for accused, so there is no age limit bar. It is all decided by the court whether the person is capable of doing sexual intercourse or not. Thermal references. Thank you.